Hi there, friends. Hi there. Monday, how are you? This is Emily Windsor Craig, and I'm responding to Millie Weaver's new video. And I have the link for that video there. Okay. And she has documented the fact that the younger generation is here to get even and to destroy the presidency of President Trump and to stop society as we know it. All right. And kids, I'm a lot older than you are, okay? Maybe half a century. I'm here to talk about the consequences of what you are saying you're going to do. Now, when I was even younger than you, I was just 5 and 6 and 7. My uncle Eugene Dennis, and I don't have his book yet. I ordered it, but his wife's book, Peggy Dennis's book, Autobiography of an American Communist, is on my shelves. Okay, and Eugene was from Canada, and he was a logger, and he saw the inequities of the poor relationship between management and worker in Canada, and he generalized about it, and he decided that what the world needed was communism. And he and Peggy had a son in Moscow, and they left their son there, Timmy, and I forget what his last name became. Timmy has passed on, I'm sure. But Gene and Peg were convinced that the system was broken and the way to fix it was to equalize everything and treat everybody the same, regardless of their gifts, their talents, their skills, or anything. And as a result of the activities of Eugene Dennis, he was tried, convicted of violating the Smith Act, and he spent years in Leavenworth prison for advocating the overthrow of the United States government. Okay. Now, half a century later, actually 70 years later, the government is indulging and almost aiding and abetting the outrage of the younger generation and letting them do what they didn't let Gene do. They're letting the kids have their hissy fit, kicking and screaming on the floor. I don't like this, I don't like this, I don't like this. Unfortunately for the children, and you are children who are out there protesting and looting and rioting, you're acting like 2-year-olds having a hissy fit. You do not have a method for solving a single problem that we in this nation or any nation have to face. Solving a problem requires reasons. It requires the desire and the ability to postpone satiety until a consensus can be accumulated about the causes and the intermediate effects and the final effects of the problem. What you kids are doing is merely gross takedown, the overthrow of our society. It's not just the government, because I don't know if you kids even realize this, but the deep state is not the government. The deep state is the corporations who, according to maritime admiralty and treaty statutes, the corporations are allowed to profiteer on war, on human trafficking, on treachery, on protection rackets. The problem of our government being renegade is in law. Okay, it's not in society. The legal profession makes their money on helping conflicts. That's who you need to be talking to. The attorneys, barristers, and lawyers who make their fortunes on disputes. The people you need to be complaining to are the corporate lobbyists who, with their trade treaties, have made GMOs, glyphosate, and 5G legal. If you want to complain to somebody, you need to go to the list of corporations that process food commodities that add all kinds of dangerous elements to our diets. If you want to complain, it doesn't do to complain to the people who are doing the work. We, the people who are doing the work, are not your enemy. Your enemy is in the corrupted courts. Your enemy is in the weaponized agencies, the FBI that don't pursue justice, the DOJ, the Department of Justice, and Barr has his hands full, and I feel sorry for him. He's trying, but how do you eat an elephant? You know, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time, and that's Barr's problem, all right? And the USDA, which has confounded their food tables and allow GMOs and glyphosates, and the FDA that's run by Big Pharma, and okay, the education system that has replaced self-discipline, postponement of satiety and virtues with the communist Common Core curriculum in your schools that taught you insubordination, entitlement, and contempt. Okay? Your problem is not the government. Your problem is a bureaucracy that is out of control and a legal profession that likes it that way because they make money. They make money on the problems that don't get solved, just as the medical profession, the American Medical Association and the Hospital Association and Big Pharma make money on every day we are sick from their help. You're going after the wrong people, and having a tantrum like a 2-year-old on the floor kicking and screaming is not going to fix anything, you sweet little ignorant kids. It's not going to fix anything. Now, your professors are being paid by corporate deep pockets to teach you hatred, division, and Marxist uproar. Your professors are part of your problem because they are paid to teach you how to hate. You hate yourself because you're white. You hate yourself because your parents could make it in the world. You hate yourself because you went to church. You hate yourself. And so that hate gets projected on everybody you run into. All right. You see, Millie Weaver is really making a very important point here, that the young people in our nation have been deeply, deeply betrayed and misled by their education system, by the medical system, right? By the dietitians at USDA who can't grab their butt with both hands. My baccalaureate is in nutrition education, and I watched the nutrient tables get absolutely destroyed and their so-called data made absolutely irrelevant back in the 90s. They're just gaming you, okay? But it's not the president, honey. It's not President Trump. It's not even the Republican Party, although there are some rhinos, Republicans in name only, who buy into the Iron Mountain ethos that war is necessary and neutral. And you can pick them out. They're the ones who are members of the senior executive service. But you got to do the homework. You can't just attack everybody. That's stupid. See what I'm saying? I want you to put on your thinking cap. Remember, no, you wouldn't remember, way back when Miss Francis on the television and Howdy Doody and the programs that allowed people to think sensibly, Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. Let's think sensibly and let's halt this wholesale rioting against non-specific villains. That's crazy. You kids are acting crazy. This is Emily Windsor Craig. Bye-bye.